Honestly, I think that they should have gone the approach of rated R because I don't know. Just Minecraft's fucking 13 years old at this point. Its audience is mainly adults. I feel like, right? I mean, sure, for the Roblox movie, you're gonna fucking have it at what is the Minecraft movie rated? I didn't even look what it was rated. Is it PG-13? If it's
PG-13, I think. It's what most movies are.
if it's PG-13, then that's get awayable. If it's rated G though, oh god, we're gonna be cooked.
Rated what?
If it's rated G, then it's absolutely cooked. What is the rating? Oh, it's PG. It's not even PG-13.
PG, so no swearing then?
Yeah, no swearing. Man,
that's okay, I guess.
I was hoping Jack Black movie would say. I was hoping Jack Black would just rip the F word, just rip an F bomb, just fuck.
Just fuck.
You fucking idiot! Just.
You don't know how to use an Elytra, you fucking imbecile. Pretty funny. And then the child actors are like, you haven't had a lot of individuals to talk to, have you? And he goes, no.
I've been stuck on this set since 2011. Just.
For some reason, they won't update the game any farther than the aquatic update. I think I'm in the 360 version.
That would be hilarious. This whole time, Jack Black is like, "Wait a minute, this is. I didn't remember this in Minecraft." And they're like, "Yeah, we added it like in this update." And he's like, "Huh?" I just like the idea that he's just still on 360 Minecraft. Just, dude, that I actually wanted to install 360 Minecraft again. I thought about it, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't even know if we could go back to that update.
No, not on Xbox One. No.
Yeah. Dude, I remember that shit. That was like that 360 Minecraft will just be more nostalgic than any version of Minecraft ever, and anyone can take me up on that argument and you will lose. Right? I mean, also I saw what the vibrant visuals look like, and I gotta say, I am quite excited.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I don't know if I can turn them on yet. I'm pretty sure it's whenever the gas comes out.
It's not in the game yet.
Yeah, it's probably going to be whenever the gas is coming out.
It's later in the it's in the upcoming months, so probably spring.
Yeah. Which people, dude, okay, I found out another reason why the people are mad at the gas, okay? Because they're fucking idiots and can't watch a trailer properly. So they're like, obviously reusing assets, but I'm like, all video game companies have been doing that since fucking 2011, right? That's not new. A lot of people are like, well, it's not only blue, right? And now people think that the gas saddle is only going to be blue for some fucking reason, even though in the trailer it showed like multiple different dyed versions in the crafting table. I guess people just don't know how to use their fucking eyes, apparently.
I don't know.
Don't got nothing to say on that.
Well, I mean, yeah, people are just idiots, to be honest. They don't pay attention.
Like, also,
that's just humans.
What did it take to craft it? Was it like leather, or was it? Actually, I need to look. Yeah, it's not even that expensive either. I don't know why. Oh, probably because of the goggles. That would make sense. It's literally 3 leather and 2 glass and a piece of wool. That's honestly not too bad. I was expecting to like have to find a new fucking material to make this saddle. I'm excited for this update, honestly. I haven't been excited.
The only thing I'm excited for is the visuals and the fact that I can basically have a Minecraft plushie. To be fair, it's sad. Yeah,
Oh,
it's got a sad face, but then again, it deserves to be on a shelf all dry.
did they add the new spawn eggs yet? I need to see. They're updating the spawn eggs because people were getting tired of how they looked. Because they were like, this spawn egg looks too much like this spawn egg, which is perfectly understandable. I mean, I get them mixed up quite a bit. Let me look here. Have you seen the art for the new spawn eggs? It looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
Isn't it like they have like little small versions of themselves?
Yeah, it's
What
like...
it's supposed to be.
Yeah, pretty much that. I think that they look cute. But of course, that's fucking gay to say.
You're gay.
Chat, how do I look at just spawn eggs? Where are they even at?
Pigs and blacks and shit, 'cause I'm in fucking Minecraft.
Whoa, they added new... Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, they did add the new spawn eggs. There they are. Oh, man, chat, they look so much better. Look at these. Look at those fucking new spawn eggs. Oh, those look sick. They also added 2 new chicken eggs. They added blue eggs, brown eggs, and the white eggs. Is there a difference in egg? What does brown egg do? Wait, I didn't...
Is there a difference in egg? What does the brown egg do? Yeah, shut up.
Okay. Why you gotta be like that, man? Does the brown egg... Okay, so the brown egg must spawn the brown chickens, and I bet you the blue... Yep, the blue egg spawns the new... Okay, alright, I got you.
Oh, great. Different versions of the chicken egg. Great, I'm so fucking
Yeah,
excited.
there's 3 versions now. The blue egg
Yeah,
spawns...
3 versions of chickens, 3 versions of pigs, and 3 versions of cows. Yeah, shut up, virgin.
I don't think we can get the biome-adjacent pigs without traveling to another biome and grabbing them physically. What is resin? Chat, what is resin?
Resin's the green, or not green, the orange stuff that you get from the creeking biomes. The pale.
Oh, okay,
pale,
that's right. I didn't look into that update too much. That's my bad.
You can turn it in a box, and you can also use it for a trim color, so you can have orange trim.
Oh. Man, look at this game. Updating. Still dog shit, though. Okay, let's see what the new pig looks like, I guess. I guess we can see what the new pigs are. They should have added biome sheeps, because there are... Oh, they... Wait a minute. Oh, dolphin, they did. The sheeps are
Did what?
The sheeps are affected by the biomes now, too.
Cool.
No, I don't... This may be bad for us, actually. Hold on, let me see if where the white sheep spawns.
I don't know why that matters.
Okay, oh, dude, that's actually kind of... Okay. So, brown sheep spawn in the desert more often, but it also has a chance to spawn a black sheep in the desert.
Why would sheep spawn in the desert? That doesn't make any sense. Sheep don't spawn in the desert naturally anyways. What?
Well, now there's desert pigs and desert cows, so I guess that
That's
they're
fucking
adding
dumb.
desert animals.
Does that mean they're going to be adding an oasis?
In the swamp, they're solid black all the time. And in the mangrove biome. Okay. Now let me find a fucking regular forest, please. Right, I think that there's a desert pig now. Yeah, there's also the desert cow, which has the horns. Because it's based off the fucking,
I'm schizophrenic.
What's that cow called in real life? God, I took FFA and I don't remember. Wait, if that... Oh, dude, that means that there's... Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this. So if there's region-locked animal... Oh, hey, they finally... Hey, the firefly bushes are here. Let me see.
Yeah. Heard about that.
I'm excited. I'm excited for those. It's gonna make the place look real nice. Wait, can mushrooms be region-locked? No, of course not. It's a fucking mushroom, you idiot.
Mushrooms are already
Wait.
region-locked, you idiot.
Oh, they did update the mushroom texture, though.
They did?
Yeah.
They massacred my boy.
No, they made him better. His nose sticks out now. Like a lot.
They massacred my... Okay.
His nose sticks out a good... And he's got horns now. He's got horns that stick out from his head.
They made my boy better.
Okay, I like that. Thank you for updating the mushroom, Minecraft.
They're like Picasso. Can't forget the cow that everybody loves.
Okay, hold on. Chat, look at the horse spawn egg. Who does that remind you of? Okay, hold on, chat. Okay, Mojang, you may have to fix the horse spawn egg. That looks a little too close to Hitler. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dude, hold on. I need to send you a picture of this. It looks uncanny to Hitler. Like, I look at it, the first thing I think is... Like, why does it have a mustache? Who decided that that was a good idea? The Mojang devs be trolling. There you go. I sent it to the group chat. That's actually funny. Why does it look like that? Who does... Also, why does the creeper spawn egg just have a creeper face on it? Are pandas region locked? That'd be kind of weird.
Pandas are already region locked technically in the jungle. What do you mean by region locked?
I'm just seeing if like a specific color of an animal spawns in a certain region. That's what I'm trying to see.
No, all pandas spawn in the jungle, no matter what type they are. Unless you're talking about like spawn egg wise.
Yeah, I was talking about like spawn egg wise.
No, they're not region locked. No matter what, you'll always get different panda variants.
Okay, Minecraft. Here's what you do.
You know what I mean.
Here's what you do, Minecraft. Here's I have a freebie for you here, because y'all like adding animal variants. Scrap the polar bear and the panda bear. Okay, make them the same mob, but the region affects the bear that they are, so that we don't have three. Because
then that would make them have to make black bears and brown bears.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bears.
So that they could add grizzly bears and black bears and.
Dude, I would actually love to
just
see
make it like
bear.
all one mob, but like depending on the region they're in, it's the type of bear. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like they did with the.
Yeah, I got you.
That's a free.
That
Although
sounds...
it wouldn't really be removing the panda and polar bear. It would just be updating them, like they did with the pigs and the cows.
Well, how would that work? Because pandas are their own mob, which means when you feed them bamboo, they breed that way. So what?
Here's what I'm thinking. Depending on the region it's in, affects the item that it eats. Pandas would be the only one that could eat bamboo. Because and I think that the rest would just be fish. Actually, no, here's what you do. You have it region-specific fish. So, like, for grizzly bear, it's salmon. For, like, polar bear, it's cod. And, like, yeah, I think that could work. You make it region-locked to its region. and then you have fish spawning, which they already have fish spawning in certain regions. So I think that would be a freebie. I just gave Minecraft a freebie pretty much there. Mojang, I'll be expecting my royalty check in the mail.
Didn't you just say it was a freebie? What the hell?
Second freebie, birds. Fucking scrap the parrot, put it in a jungle, kind of like the same idea with the bears, and then you add crows and ravens and songbirds and stuff like that to other regions. All right, there's another one, Minecraft. You should really hire me for your dev team, by the way. I have some good ideas. Man, this is a small-ass village. It's only got like 3 houses. It's about to get fucked up by that pillage. Okay, anyways. I would really like region iron golems. You know, so that... Because, like, let's be honest. A sandstone village is not gonna have an iron golem. It's gonna have, like, a sandstone golem that like, protects the
Okay,
desert.
now you're just going into different golems there, buddy. The point of the iron golem is that it's made out of iron. A very easily found resource that's fairly durable.
Okay, fine. You know what?
Making
me-
a sandstone golem would mean that
Let me
they would have
swap
to
it.
create...
Let me swap it. Let me not do Sandgone Golem. Let me just
Sandgone
do,
golem?
let's just do Iron Golem for some regions, and then in the desert and Acacia, there's a copper one, because the copper would look nicer in the Acacia biome. And copper is an easy resource that is durable, and they would give copper another use. And it would be kind of cool to see an Iron Golem oxidize in real time. Or a copper golem, sorry. And then add rust to the iron golems. Holy shit, I'm cooking. Add rust. Since we have oxidization, add rust to the game. Since you've already done that. And add steel as well. I'm getting tired of iron. Just fucking get rid of iron and put steel, please, for the love of God. We move on. We're past the Iron Age.
Steel is stronger than iron.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Well, actually, yeah, that's a good point. Okay.
You also have to keep the mentality of them with their little shitty rules.
Yeah, I know. They couldn't remove steel if they added steel, so...
Iron.
Okay. Yeah, you can't remove iron either. That's a good point. Holy shit, that's a cool desert temple. I feel like they should add copper tools. And...
They said they weren't going to add copper tools.
I know that they said that they weren't, but I
So
feel
what
like...
purpose would that? What purpose would that hold? Because you go immediately from stone to iron.
1 second.
Doesn't make any sense.
Here's how I feel about it. They should scrap... God, they can't scrap. Fuck, I forgot. I keep forgetting about their fucking rules that they can't scrap. I was gonna say they should get rid of stone tools and replace them with copper. But...
Then that would...
Yeah, that wouldn't work because they can't get rid of items.
You need a stone pickaxe in order to
Yeah, I
mine
know.
copper.
I was just thinking that they could revamp it because I'm gonna be honest. There's a tier in there that is just completely fucking useless, and it's wood. Wood is the most useless tool. I wish you only need a wood pickaxe, right? So, and nobody. I mean, you might craft a wooden sword to get through the first night. Maybe a wooden axe to get your first couple trees down, right? I don't know anybody that genuinely uses the wooden shovel and the wooden hoe. Alright, most people usually craft at least a cobble one if they're gonna... Because, like, wood... I don't know. It's just my opinion. I think that they should add copper tools and maybe make iron a little... I don't know how they would do it, actually. It would actually... be hard. It would be genuine. Damn, that's a lot of desert temples. Holy fuck, I ran into like 5 on this seed. Sorry. It would be genuinely hard to add copper tools into the game because the tools are already balanced enough as they are, so there's not really a point in it. But also, I just really want another use for copper. That's my problem with copper. Here's what you do. Okay. I don't know if that would work. What about copper apples?
Copper apples. Do
And
you know what? Would you want to eat copper?
Hold on. Well, we have golden apples, so that's why I'm like... And and they require gold to
Yeah,
make.
people put gold on food. Called gold flakes. Do you ever see anybody putting gold or copper flakes on anything? Come on, just imagine how nasty that would be.
Anyways, my idea with copper is that it's a mining thing, right? So whenever you eat a copper apple, you get mining efficiency. and
Mojang,
speed.
fire him.
Okay. Holy shit, is that a jungle temple? I haven't seen one of those in decades.
He was cooking a tiny bit in the beginning, but you need to fire him now.
I think I was cooking the whole time. Chat, what do you think?
Yeah, cooking a burnt steak. Pissing a shit in a fucking... You dumb whore.
Man, that's actually a good fucking jungle temple chest. Holy shit, 2 smithing templates and 3 diamonds? Anyways. We need to move on from Minecraft. Let's see here. What do we... Oh, speaking of fucking video games, dude. There's this recent trend with everybody, and they're fucking... We're getting a 2 of every game, and I'm getting kind of sick and tired of it, okay? Like, you got Overcooked 2, you got fucking House Flipper 2, you got Power Washing Simulator 2 coming out, you got fucking... You know, I just don't see the point in releasing a second version of the game if it's the exact same version as the first one, just better graphics, I guess, you know? Like, why don't they just do an overhaul to Power Wash Simulator and then call it Power Wash Revamped or something? Like, I'm sorry, the idea of having to buy another Power Washing Simulator just for it to blow up for like maybe 4 months and then it to not be talked about again until Power Wash Simulator 3. I mean, they're just falling in the Call of Duty and Ubisoft rabbit hole at that point. And, you know, I just really don't want to see that happen with these games because I enjoy these games a lot. You know, they're just games that you can sit down and you can chill with the boys and just kind of talk about, right? And I don't even know how much is Power Washing Simulator 2 going to cost. It's probably going to be like $40 if we're being honest. What's another game that was getting sequeled? Is there one that you can think of?
I'm sorry, what?
Sequels. I'm talking about sequels.
Of what games?
Like, cause I'm getting tired of cause there's like Power Washing Simulator 2 now, and there's like House Flipping Simulator 2 now, and there's like, you know what I mean? Like, they're making sequels of these games, but they're no different than the first game. So what's the point of making the sequel? Why didn't you just revamp the first game?
So you're asking me if I know any games that are basically the same that have a spin-off or whatever?
Yeah.
Just Power Wash, Overcook.
Yeah, Overcooked is one.
Man, this is hard.
Getting over it.
Can I pass? Can I go on the next question on the test?
Teacher, next question. I'm gonna call it right now. I'm gonna fucking call it right now. GTA 5 and GTA 6 are gonna be the exact fucking same game.
That's what I've been saying. They're literally gonna be the same, I bet.
And
Just better graphics and...
everyone's like,
Stupid shit.
no, they're gonna have online day one. No, they're not. You fucking imbecile. They're not. They didn't have online day. They didn't have online for like another 4 years
Fuck.
after
That
GTA
actually
5
scared
came
me.
out.
What the fuck, dude?
Right? Like,
Holy shit, dude.
what was that? What scared you?
Dude, I'm oh my god. We're just casually talking and I'm playing fucking Outlast and I fucking... fuck, dude! I literally like I blinked, and then a second later there was a big giant dude with his cock out in front of me.
That sounds about right.
Dude, I actually like, dude, my heart is beating rapidly now, dude. That actually scared me. Dude came out of nowhere, bro. Like fucking, I don't even. He activated some sort of power move to teleport in front of me.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you were saying.
Okay. I feel like Outlast has a lot of good enemies and good entities, but I don't know. I just think it'd be nice to have a new grunt. You know, we kind of got a new grunt with the flamethrower, but I want like what? Oh my god! I saw a regular sheep, and I thought that it was a mimic sheep because I'm so used to the horror realm. I was like, wait a minute. But anyways, but yeah, I would like a new grunt, you know, so like a new type of grunt. I want a ranged grunt that shoots you like Bambino does, but maybe not as powerful as Bambino. He probably like stuns you and makes you fall to the floor so that the big guys can come in and swoop you.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah. Outlast definitely needs a variety of enemies more than it does levels.
Wait a minute.
But then again, I like all enemies.
Is that a new tree type? I'm sorry, go on.
I like all enemy types except for Gooseberry, and that's what makes Gooseberry so like good.
Yeah.
An enemy that you hate is a good enemy.
I despise Gooseberry so much, but that is what makes her so good because she's so frustrating to deal with.
Gooseberry and then the big grunts are good enemies because they're enemies that you don't want to encounter because they do so much damage.
They should add, okay, just add an enemy that one-shots, okay, but he's super slow. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not.
Nah, probably not that. Being one shot is kind of annoying. That's why Gooseberry is a good thing. Because,
what about another trap? I feel like we need another trap, okay? There's only Psychosis mines in the doors, right? I mean, they got rid of the Futtermans, and
stuff that falls on you could be interesting.
I don't even think we noticed it. They completely got rid of the Futtermans that had the TNT strapped to them.
No, they didn't.
I thought. Are you sure?
No, that's Gooseberry's whole thing. That's like one of her traps. Because Coil has the electricity.
On the ground. I could have swore that I haven't. Oh yeah, because Bambino. Okay, I just maybe haven't seen.
Yeah, in a while. Bambino has the shotgun trap lasers, and then Gooseberry has the TNT goose balloons.
That would be interesting, like some barrels that fall on you. Or,
yeah, like maybe a barrel or a bucket of or something falls on you.
Like dude, like a bucket of blood. No, probably a bucket of blood. If we're being honest, blood and guts.
Bucket of, what would that do?
It would slow you down. Well, you can't do acid because
well, acid could have the bleed effect on it.
Yeah, that is true.
Maybe that could be an event thing.
I don't know.
Where there's like acid traps and there's like water barrels around that you have to wash yourself off. Could be interesting.
The bucket of blood just gives you HIV, just slow damage over time.
That's crazy. Okay, so A3 Irish pub. So A3 is the hand drill. Okay, so Irish pub.
I have a question for you because you're a Minecraft guy and I'm just now seeing this for the first time. Whenever it snows in a snow biome, do the trees turn white?
That is a bedrock thing.
Okay, I was just wondering. So, this is my first time seeing this and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that, yeah.
And then I tried to harvest it and it didn't work and I was like, damn, this would look really cool.
No, they just change color. They're still the same thing. They just change color. And it happens to all leaves in that biome.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
So yeah, if you put a desert tree in a snow biome, the leaves will turn white.
That's quite cool. We should live in a snow biome next time. But yeah, we don't necessarily need a new main big bad guy, right? We already have 3. There's plenty of those guys.
I don't know. I think having 4 big bad people is a good number.
Maybe do some levels where the Skinner Man is the main bad guy.
Nah, we need a pirate. That's what we need.
That would be quite
Take the
cool.
concepts of Bambino and Coil, combine them together, and give him a pirate hat.
He's got like a hook on one hand so he can melee, and he does long distance shots with like a fucking pocket, like a flintlock. Oh, that would be good. Okay, what he does is when every time his special ability, every time he attacks you, he steals the shit in your inventory because he's a fucking pirate.
This sounds fucking stupid. Maybe not a pirate. Maybe, let's see. We got a police officer. She's kind of like a caretaker, and then a mobster.
We got a teacher, a mobster, and a cop. We need a firefighter. Oh, dude, we need a firefighter that has a flamethrower.
Oh, taking the taking the concept of the pounder and make him breathe out fire. Or
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah.
Or have like a flamethrower. That'd be cool.
And his trap is like, God, what was his trap? Probably like, I wouldn't say flamethrower.
Bring him back the bucket of oil. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Just fucking lights you on fire. That's what he does the whole time. He just has
What
like
would
a
his
Zippo
trap
lighter
be?
and a
maybe
fucking...
maybe like fire traps, maybe. Or how would that work though? Like a tripwire or
Oh, okay, so what it is it's a rock and you trip into a fucking oven and you have to mash A to crawl out of it. Nah, that's too much.
You're fired.
Yeah, I'm fired. Now, how would you do fire traps though? Oh, okay, yeah, that's how you
how
could do
would
it.
you?
What you could do is, because a lot of stoves back in those days were gas,
Oh, the gas. Okay, yeah.
so you could just like,
maybe there's like a
if
pressure
you
plate
like,
in the room
yeah,
and it lights the
pressure
whole room on
plate,
fire.
fucking thing goes off. Yeah.
Give it the same concept as gooseberry, where you take like fire damage, and then
Yeah,
for
and you
like
have to-
a little bit your
Your buddy can like come in and pat you out, and you add a new item called the fire blanket that gets rid of the effect immediately. There you go.
you're fired.
No? Okay.
No, I was gonna say something like gooseberry. So gooseberry has your health tick down with bleed. So have fire tick down your health, but have it so that whatever ticks down is a burned status, where you can't heal over that for like a bit, or maybe there's an item you have to use to heal the burns or something
Yeah, that could be
to have your
good.
max health back.
That could be good. I like the idea of that. Add a corrupt lawyer, maybe, that like... No, that's not... Let's see. We're going down the list of professions. Mobster's a little weird. That one was a little odd. I don't know where they got that one from.
The mobster? I like the mobster
'Cause-
whole thing. He's like a mobster for drugs and stuff, and his whole
yeah.
product is he has the mind of a baby. So he's a mobster with the mind of a baby. So his whole thing is putting drugs into breast milk. That's the whole thing. Gooseberry is a caretaker with her father, Dr. Puppet. That's why Dr. Futterman, and why she calls him Daddy, is because it's her father. Because she's, I don't know, mentally deranged or some shit.
And he's also
And
a
then
dentist.
I can't. Yeah, he's also yeah.
Which that's another one. He's a dentist, so like we're doing like child careers, right? So we're going down the list. Astronaut. Oh, dude, dude. Okay. All right, hear me out, because it's the '60s, right? We were fighting with Russia to figure out who could get to space the fastest. Okay, so this would fit in, right? Add an astronaut, right? His whole thing is I wouldn't say it's like space missions.
Poison?
Okay? I was thinking like anti-gravity. So like what he does is he like completely flips the map so that you're walking on the ceiling and like just does that. No, that wouldn't be good.
What?
That wouldn't be good.
What the fuck is this guy on?
I'm on some acid, but like
You're on some acid. What
no,
the
I'm
fuck?
just joking. How would I feel like an astronaut would fit in, right? Because that's going down like it's a child career. Because like we got like a teacher, a cop, a dentist, and a mobster. Because kids like mobsters. It'd be an astronaut. We were fighting with Russia, so it'd fit into the story a little bit. but I don't know what his ability would be. What do you think an astronaut would do in that game?
Space aids.
Space aids.
I don't know.
His missions could be like repair the spaceship and destroy the moon. That could be
Destroy the moon is crazy.
He could have like, okay, he could have like, so it's a ray gun, okay, and what it does is it ricochets off walls wildly, right? Okay, so and then there's, oh God, this really isn't good. Maybe not an astronaut. Scrap the astronaut idea. Get it out of here. That's not good.
Yeah, you're fired.
Coal miner. Dude, add a coal miner with like a big ass pickaxe. They had that in the OG game. I remember him. He was scary. Or a lumberjack. Lumberjack would be kind of badass.
Yeah, I could go for the lumberjack thing.
Fucking
He carries an
chainsaw.
axe. He limps a little bit.
Yeah. His traps are like trees that fall down on you.
Bear traps.
Oh, bear traps would be good too. Oh, and
Yeah,
also
bear traps, and his whole map
got-
thing is like
he's got
I
like
don't know,
sticky.
hunt the prey or something, and you have to like kill a human. It's like I don't know. I don't know. Just something that involves the woods. And, like, have,
One
like,
could be
little
like
makeshift
stoke the fire.
woods.
You have to go around
Yeah.
finding,
Gathering
chopping
logs,
wood
yeah.
and putting them in a fire. Like that could be one, and then the other one could
Yeah.
be the maple syrup.
Stoke the fire, and there's a dude on on a cross or something, and you have to burn him.
Yeah. There you go. See, yeah. Now we're
Yeah,
cooking.
that's some Outlast shit.
We're cooking now. Okay. Maybe like.
And then hunt the prey. It's kind of like the the witnesses where you have to blow
burn
their
down
heads
the
off.
woods. Burn down the woods would be a good one.
Burn down the woods
where
is
you
a good
just
one.
fucking light his home on fire and have to escape before the fire catches up to you.
And we're cooking.
We're cooking. Red Barrel, hire us.
I'll take the job. Fuck it, dude.
I would-
Throw some ideas for them.
yeah, just fucking throw some
I love
ideas
Red
in.
Barrel.
Would be another good one. Add a Bob Marley entity that just.
All right, you're done. You're fired.
All right, we're fired. No, but like hippies were popular in the 60s and 70s. So I'm not saying like a hippie enemy. I'm saying
Nah, hippie drip, dude. Shit, dude.
Okay, I feel like we need a new item. Okay, we haven't had a new item in a while. You know, we had the lockpicks in the jammer. That was great and all, but
The new item is bandages. What do you mean?
I mean rig. Sorry,
Those-
we need a new rig, or would like a new rig. And I know it would be a little difficult because it's hard to come up with rig ideas, especially ones that don't make the game too easy. But like,
Yeah, most of these rigs are. If you actually put some thoughts on it, it's pretty underwhelming how shit these rigs are in certain circumstances.
I'm trying to think about what a good rig would be that I would probably.
Grappling hook. No.
New idea. Actually, update the jammer. Add a function on the jam. It would be a little bit OP. You'd have to play around with it for a little bit, right? But you know the elevators? Make a feature on the jammer to where it
I think you
disables
can do that.
the elevators for like a few seconds.
I think you might be able to do that with it. I think.
Really? If they have that, then that would be sick. You know, I mean,
I can test it for you if you want.
we definitely need an item that hinders the because you just get overwhelmed, right? Like 4 or 5 fucking guys in the same room.
Well, that's on the higher difficulties. 'Cause
Like-
it's supposed to be like that.
I'm just trying to.
I could try that jammer thing.
Add a new rig, call it Solid Snake, and make it all stealth-based.
You're done.
So, like, make it to where whenever you activate it, your foots make no noise, your running makes no noise, and you're not visible to, well, they
I
already...
have an idea that we could do for Outlast to make it a little more interesting.
What's that?
No night vision. No. We can only use items from like med kits and toolboxes. So no throwables, like bricks and bottles and stuff like that. Actually, that would make no, because then that means the locked ones. No, that's a good idea. Yeah, we can use lockpicks to open locked ones. No? Okay.
Oh, I got a new trap idea. Alright, so this one might be an insta-kill, okay? But it's like, okay, so here's how it is. It's a giant fucking fan, okay? And what it does is whenever you get too close to it, it just fucking sucks you in, and it does fucking plane engine on you and turns you into red paste, and then you're out for the whole round. There's only one of them on the map, right? And you have to figure out where it is.
That does not sound fun. Especially if you're playing solo, that does not sound fun at all.
Okay. How could we nerf it? Okay, scrap the fan idea. Okay, I haven't... Ooh. Okay, so you know like the... You know the old school scuba divers with like the old copper helmets that like were really scary looking? I feel like that would be a fun Outlast entity, and it's all like underwater. You know, like it's all like... Sorry, I shouldn't say underwater. I mean like aquatic based maps.
An aquarium.
Yeah, like an aquarium or like some underground
An aquarium,
sea tubes.
and the ground is
one of the I already know one of them.
The ground has water all over it.
One of them could be feed the piranhas, the human. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like lower a human down into a fish tank of piranhas.
Yeah. Or like, and then his trap.
And he has a harpoon. No.
I was thinking like a trident. And his special ability is... What would his ability be? Ooh.
Gives you no.
Oh, that would be a good... Okay. Okay, because there's not an enemy that can do this. And so it's a harpoon, okay? It is a harpoon, like you said. He shoots it, fucking sticks in you, and then he pulls you back up to him so he can get another hit off.
Yeah, there's an enemy in Dead by Daylight that does that.
Yeah.
Gunslinger.
I think that could be an interesting... Okay, so Outlast, we've given you two freebies, maybe 3. You know, take them on us, you know.
A woodsman and a fucking... what would you call the guy? An aquatic diver or something.
Yeah, it would just be a diver.
The diver and
the
woodsman.
The diver and the woodsman. Look at that, chat. Imagine they already are working on this and they're like, fuck, how did they know?
Yeah, imagine.
How did they
so
know?
hard, they're like, how did they know?
Right, how did they... Who leaked it? Who leaked it?
Who the fuck leaked it?
There's like a tweet tomorrow. The Woodsman update. Fucking lumberjack. And we're like, fuck. Yeah, speaking of leaks. So, this was a really funny one. Donald Trump actually didn't know about it until he was in front of a conference full of press. But so somebody decided that they were gonna pull. So okay. So our government is really fucking stupid, and they didn't realize that there was... So this was a group chat for like high-ranking officials to talk between each other, And somehow someone added just a random fucking civilian to this group chat, and nobody knew about it. And this civilian just said, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm leaking the group chat." And she sent everything. Just sent the whole group chat on the internet. And it was crazy. Here's one right here. JD Vance at Pete. If you think we should do it, let's go. I just hate bailing Europe out for a third time. Let's make sure our messaging is tight here, and if there are things we can do up front to minimize risk on the Saudi oil facilities. Hold on, no, there were some funny ones. They like use emojis. Like these are high-ranking officials in an official group chat, and one of them sent the bro fist with an American flag and then followed by the fire emoji. And would you like to know when that was sent?
Sure.
Whenever we killed that ISIS terrorist leader.
That's wild.
Let's see here. There were some websites for governments that were leaked. Let's see, what else was there? But yeah, they were essentially just making fun of that. Yeah, look right here, and it's like actual military plans of them like stalking another ISIS leader who now knows that they were stalking them. But it was like, typing too fast, first target spotted, their top missile guy, we have a positive idea of him walking into his girlfriend's building, now it's collapse. And then it's just like, damn, like a lot of files were leaked, and Donald Trump didn't even realize this until like he was in front of the news media, and they're like, so what do you think about the leaks? And he was like, what leaks? What are you talking about? What leaks? And they were like, you don't know about the leaks of the government group chats? And he was like, no, our group chats would never be leaked. They're the finest group chats. No one could hack into our group chats. And they're like, a civilian was randomly added, and he was like, I'll find him, I'll get him, it's just, you know how Trump is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's great. What was the second thing that happened with the government? Oh yeah, they're changing the Social Security finally. So we've had this problem with our Social Security where A, it's really easy to get a hold of other people's Social Security number, and B, you can claim Social Security income on dead people and children. And Donald Trump was getting tired of that. He was like, okay, all right, listen, we can't be doing this no more. And you can't claim. Okay, so how it works is whenever you can't claim Social Security on children anymore at all. It's not unless you're like you absolutely need it, and you have to prove that you need it. Second thing is you can't, which I think this is how it should be from the start. You can't claim Social Security. What was it? I need to look it up. It was after a certain period after death. And I think it should have been like that from the start, right? Because people were just fucking claiming Social Security on fake dead relatives. Well, not fake dead relatives, but like people that weren't even related to them. And it's been a huge problem. And now they're fucking finally reworking it. I'm glad that Trump's doing stuff. You know, a lot of people don't like Trump. And I used to be an avid Trump hater. I'll admit it. But I'm not gonna lie. He's better than the last guy. And I think he's doing what he needs to do. 'Cause so far he's done great. I mean, getting rid of the fucking education system. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. So you said you're into some art lore, a little bit of art lore. That's what you said to me, right? Hello?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, like art, as in like old art, not modern art.
Yeah.
Unless we're gonna talk shit about modern art, then I'm totally for it.
That might be something to do. But I have a job. I have a funny story for you. Okay, so it's not really called the Swedish Job, but that's what a lot of people call this. Okay, this is some Ocean 11 style bullshit. All right, so hold on, let me pull it up so that I get all of the fucking facts straight. Okay, alright. No, not that one, not that one. We want the art one, not the jewelry one. Alright, it's called the real thing is called the National Museum Robbery. Alright. So, the year is 2000. It's right before 9/11, okay? Like, we're before 9/11, okay? 9/11 hasn't happened yet. That's the state of the world that we're in right now, okay? So security isn't exactly the best at the moment. So that's how I think this was pulled off. So 3 dudes, okay? 3 boys. They're like, "All right, we need some money. I got a plan. We're gonna rob the National Museum for 3 art pieces." Okay? There were $30 million across the 3 of them. So, and the plan is to, hold on, let me pull up the exact plan. Hold on a minute. Alright, here's the plan. At 5:55 p.m. or 4:55 p.m., we're going to set off 2 car bombs at 2 hotels. Okay? That's going to send the police over to those hotels and EMS. So they're going to be sidetracked. And what we're going to do is we're gonna throw some nails on the road because it's a one-way road, okay? There's only one way in, one way out, okay? We're gonna throw some nails on the road that only we know where they're at. And so once the cops hear, hey, the museum's being robbed, after they're already 30 minutes away, they're like, oh shit, okay, so they drive there, they fucking run into the nails, fucking flat tires all over the place. These men hop in a car that was like kind of like in some sort of off-road area. I don't know. It connected to a main road, and the police didn't take that road for some fucking reason. I don't know why they didn't. So I guess technically there was one way in, one way out, but it was like one way, like you had to come in one way and then leave the other way, if that makes sense. So Anyway, so flat tires, fucking, they're escaping in a car. They get to a boat. On this boat, they sail to another island, and then they're off scot-free, okay? They get off with the $30 million paintings. Cops are flabbergasted. They're like, what the fuck? There's no CCTV in this museum for some reason because it's pre-9/11 and we just didn't have CCTV everywhere because we didn't really think it was a thing. And there was also only one security guard in this museum, and he didn't even bother. He just said, all right, fucking laid his pistol on the floor. He didn't even, I don't even think he had a pistol. I think it was a taser. But anyway, so they, what was it? Hold on, let me scroll down a little bit. Where's it at? Okay, I'm going off memory now because for some reason it's not listed here. So, what happens is a fisherman was sitting on the dock, and he happened to notice them whenever they exited the car and got into the boat. And they looked really suspicious because of the huge fucking framed objects that they were carrying, so he decided to follow them. So he had a picture of their boat, and the fisherman came to the police and was like, hey, this boat looked real suspicious, and I heard y'all had this robbery a few days ago. And they were like, oh yeah, that's probably linked. So they put pictures of the boat up in the newspaper, and a farmer comes across, and he's like, hey, this is my boat. And so the police are like, why is your boat linked to this robbery? And he's like, well, I sold it to these few lads a few days ago. They didn't give me their name or anything, but they needed a trailer to haul the boat So I asked for their phone number for safety, so that I could, report them if it was stolen. And guess what these dumbasses actually did?
Hmm.
They gave the real phone number, and that is how it was. They were busted, is because
Idiots.
they gave their real phone number to the dude that they bought the boat off of. And then the stupid idea was, so they caught them, right? And but then they get out and they still have the paintings because they haven't located them. So then the police are like, well, what do we do? And then the guys are like, well, we're trying to sell the paintings. And they find out that it's really hard to fucking sell paintings. Because, like, A, it's illegal to sell stolen goods, obviously. And B, the buyer who buys it obviously has to take a risk and can't really show it off. So what's really the point of having the painting, right? So their genius fucking idea was, why don't we ransom it back to the museum? They were like, so they hired their lawyer to go to the place. This is before they got caught, by the way. They hired the lawyer to go to the place to tell the cops, hey, we have your 3 paintings, $40 million, and we'll release them. And, of course, this is illegal because I forgot what the law is, but lawyers can't, like, extortion. Extortion is illegal. Extortion bad, right? So the cop starts following the lawyer, and then that all led down to that. So anyway, moral of the story is, don't fucking steal art. I can send you a much better detailed thing. That's just from memory, pretty much.
No, I got it. Idiots stole painting. You can't sell paintings.
It's so
do certain
hard.
things because it's illegal.
I don't know why people think that we're gonna steal a painting and then they're like, wait a minute, who are we gonna sell this to? Speaking of lack of technology and thereof, so back in the 80s, man, how the fuck did they get around? Like, I'm thinking, I gotta use Google Maps every fucking day of my life just to get to where I'm going. And I drive the same fucking route pretty much every day, right? There's only one route that I remember, and that is how to get from my house to Mom's house. And that is the only route I know. And obviously that route's about to be fucking useless because I'm moving, so there's no point in even knowing that route. But anyways, there's YouTuber streamer Ludwig. You've heard of him, right?
Yeah.
So he's currently doing something with Michael Reeves. You know who Michael Reeves is, right? He's the do you know who Michael Reeves is?
Yeah, I know who
Yeah,
it is.
Okay, him and Ludwig currently doing a trip across Japan without a phone and without using the highways. And they only have, and they don't even have a map. They have to buy a map in Japan before they unlock map, and they haven't found a map store yet. And they've been in Japan for 4 days, and they've already traveled halfway across the fucking country. And I'm like, dude, I would still be in the same fucking city, lost. Like, I would not know what to do. And I didn't even realize this. Like, what would you do if you were stuck in another country? You have no phone, you got no water, you got maybe $20 in your pocket, right? You don't know their language. What do you do?
Die, I guess. I don't know.
Die. My first idea is find the first white person, which
And then start speaking Japanese to them. Oh.
Which would be quite difficult because you don't know.
No, but you secretly do know.
So like you go up to them, you ask them like, hey, like where do I go? But then you find out like what country you're
where
in.
do they sell a cat and dog?
Nah, that's crazy. But like, what is the most ideal country to be stuck in without a device and just like a paper map? Like, what country?
North Korea.
Okay.
The most ideal. They're so like nice and they love Americans.
Yeah. I'm thinking like Canada. No, Canada's cold. If you get stuck up there, you're fucking dead. So that's not a good idea. You can't go to Brazil because they'll fucking kill you if you ask the wrong person.
What
for
the
directions.
Sigma?
I think Sweden would be quite friendly, right? Swedish people are friendly, aren't they? Right? I think so. I mean, IKEA, fucking PewDiePie, yeah, they're good guys. I feel like Sweden would be a good country to be stuck in without a phone. I could probably find my way out of there. I don't know if I could get a plane ticket, but I could probably find my way out of that bitch.
Man, did I ask to it?
Alright. Okay. So they're making hydrogen-powered cars now. They're great. Okay.
What about cars? Oh, dude, I love cars so much. They go vroom vroom.
They're making hydrogen. Speaking of cars, ad time. Cut. Ding dong. Boom. Okay. Anyways, so they're making hydrogen-powered cars, right? And follow.
Do you need car parts?
Okay. No, I'm doing the ad read later. Okay. The ad read is later.
Too damn bad. We don't want to sell you car parts. We hate you. Kidding.
Okay, so anyway, how different do you think the world would be if it was like Fallout where we had nuclear powered everything instead of gas and diesel?
Pretty lit.
Like, how much bigger would Chernobyl have been? Would it have been the whole fucking continent? If
Did you say skadoosh?
If everything was nuclear powered, just Chernobyl almost wiped the continent by itself. Imagine if we had nuclear power. Like, I think that if Chernobyl happened and we had nuclear powered everything, the world would just be dead. It would not happen anymore. Like, just immediate. Like, I'm starting to think about this. The concept of nuclear powered everything would just end the entire fucking planet. Like, if one thing blows up, then it's all going kapooey. It's all done. Like, you got one car blow up, and it's the fucking nuclear bomb. Like, well, it's not necessarily a nuclear bomb; it's a mini nuke. But still, like the radius would be a lot higher. Let's be real.
Skadoosh.
I think that nuclear reactors are actually a very scary idea, because like I know we don't really use them. Well, we still use them for some places. But like,
no, I feel like we should put nuclear reactors in every single home. It'd be good for the family. A little bit of radiation.
Yeah, dude. You know, that's actually funny. A lot of people had radiation in their home. I don't know if you know this. Back in like the 50s and 60s, there was this thing called uranium glass. And for some fucking reason, they were just like, you know what? Let's put actual uranium in this. And this stuff is still at Goodwill. So if you go to Goodwill with a rad detector, you could like pick out the uranium glass. Like, it's like low levels of radiation. But like, if you get enough of it, you will like start to get rad sickness and stuff.
Seems like a personal problem.
I'm actually curious how much of my grandparents' stuff I touched had uranium in it that I was moving. My liver has started to feel a little funky lately, but maybe that's just the cold ones.
Maybe it's because you're an alcoholic.
Yeah, maybe it's because I fucking drink. Yeah, maybe it's because I drink.
Beat my wife.
Yeah. Speaking of drinking, I am jealous of Red because he gets to try Cold One's grog before me. However, I could just drive down to Texas and buy a 12-pack, but I'm too lazy to do that. Right? And also, I don't have an ID to buy a 12-pack in Texas, so I can't even do that if I wanted to. But, like, I would love if grog would go nationwide. That I think so far everyone has rated it as the perfect drink, and I think me and you would enjoy it as just like, cause you don't drink a lot. You like to, whenever you drink, you don't
Crack
get
the
hammered. You drink like maybe one or two. You know, you get enough for like maybe a little buzz. You know, you're not getting hammered like I do all the
I
time,
wouldn't say
right?
I get a buzz. I just drink and then I don't know.
And that's
Stop,
why I
guess.
think Cold Ones is the perfect like alcohol so far from what I've seen, right? Because it's like it's good. It's a soda. It's not, and it's like 6%, so it's like a normal beer, but it tastes like a fucking soda. But you can still tell that there's alcohol in it, so you're not just sitting there and chugging the fucking thing, so that you're not belligerently drunk in a few hours. Like you get, everyone has said it is the perfect sweetness to alcohol ratio, to where you're able to drink it and not chug it. So I think that that's what makes it such a good alcohol, and that's why I really want to try it. Also because I just love hard sodas. Hard sodas are just the best form of alcohol besides bourbon, and I don't care what anybody says. Right. Your favorite is obviously spiced rum, because you've had a very limited selection of booze. I've noticed, but you've definitely had you've had a fair selection, I'd say. Do you know where spiced rum originates from? Dolphin?
I'm sorry, my brain stopped working. What's up?
I was talking about spiced rum. Do you know where spiced rum originates from?
No.
So, pirates, right? They had
My
bought
boys? The boys?
the
You mean?
the
boys?
squad, the boys, right? The units, okay? They wanted to get hammered, and they had no money, so they had to get cheap liquor, right? Rum was super cheap at the time, but it tasted like ass. I mean, this shit was terrible. So what did the pirates do? They said, well, we've got these spices because we travel all over the fucking world, right? Let's just put the spices in the rum. And lo and behold, spiced rum was born. And we got rid of regular rum because nobody likes regular rum. Let's be honest. Actually, I don't know. Have you had regular rum? I feel like you've only had spiced rum.
No, I've only had spiced rum.
Yeah. Malibu, I guess, is regular rum, but it has coconut in it. So that doesn't really count.
I hate coconut.
I know you hate coconut.
I can't even explain how much I hate coconut.
I am okay with coconut. I think it's a pretty good flavor. I would even go as far to say that an Almond Joy is my top 3 candy bar.
You need to be put in hell.
I'm sorry. I like white creamy stuff, right? Like it's just
Yeah, that's why you're gay.
Oh man. But yeah, I think that's such an interesting concept that like even if we ban something, right? Like obviously prohibition in the 1930s, right? We're still gonna fucking do it. Like that right there just proved to our government like we don't give a shit. We're still gonna do this, right? We're gonna make our own alcohol. So let's say that the government gets rid of guns, right? Let's say that they finally do this. Well, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make our own fucking guns. And like we're already doing it. Like we have 3D printed firearms, you know? Like that I can already imagine that. instead, instead of the prohibition, it's just like, God, dude, that would actually be. I feel like that is dead ass what would happen. Like, oh, we illegalized meth. Okay, we're just gonna start making it. Well, now we're gonna legalize this meth. Like, we're gonna legalize this medicine so that y'all can't make meth anymore. Okay, we're just gonna find a new way to make meth that's actually more dangerous than the original method. And then it's like you just keep banning it until eventually it's more dangerous for the community to do the new thing, because they're gonna do it anyway, right? America is just a bunch of fucking toddlers that will do the opposite of whatever the government says at this point. Including the fucking
Yes.
domestic terrorism against Teslas.
Yes.
Cybertrucks
Down
are
with
allowed.
the Tesla Hitler.
You're allowed to blow up a Cybertruck, okay, chat?
We all shall rise.
But speaking of Hitler, did you see the picture of the horse egg?
Yeah, I did. That's his nose, man.
That's not his nose.
Yeah, it is. This is a little black nose.
No, you can see his nose. He has nostrils. Oh, okay, I guess I see. Okay, I see it now. Now that you mention it, okay, I see it. Still, I think it looks like Hitler, especially with the hair swoosh. But, chat, I think that was a good way to close off Smoke Shop episode 4. Thank you to Dolphin for joining me on this episode.
Fuck you.
Yeah, blow me.
I was literally quiet the whole time while you yapped.
You
Great episode.
You
Love
talked. You fucking talk. Don't.
it. Yeah, you were going on a yap fest. Yeah, shut up, idiot.
Well, that's because all you were saying is fucking yeah, and you kept zoning out. Like,
What are you doing? What am I supposed to say, bro? Like,
I don't know. Add your
oh, man, dude,
opinion.
that's the opinion to what? You mean people being idiots? I mean, there's not much of an opinion when people are being idiots, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Click that subscribe and bell and whatnot, and yeah, fuck you guys.
Go to K2 Industries, get yourself some fucking car parts, and support this fucking channel, please. We're dying. We're going bankrupt. We need money.
Bankrupt? Huh? I can't go bankrupt if I don't have money. What the hell?
That's a good point. We might be making an investment into the channel very soon, though, chat. That is probably either going to end up with the channel's success or the channel's deletion. So, we definitely need your money, chat. So if you could just go.
Send help, we're starving children. Please.
Like,
we get beat
we're
and
about to have to buy an
we're in
Elgato.
the sex trade and
We're about to have to get laptop for Dolphin and Romer, and we're about to
Yeah,
have
fuck
to.
off.
Like, I've already got the laptops.
My laptop's fine. I'll show you a little laptop.
I already have them.
Wait, you have a laptop?
I have 3 of them. I
me?
just need to ship them to you.
All right, time to give you my my address right here live on stream.
Nah, but I will be eventually shipping you one. It's not like a good. It's like it's enough for you to start your YouTube channel on. That's
Fuck you.
okay. Well, I'll just send it to someone more grateful than I bet you Roku would really appreciate this thing.
Yeah, send it to Roku.
I know for sure Romer will,
Makes
because he'd actually get
Taking
a
the
use out of
jobs,
it.
taking electronics. fucking-
Taking our jobs in electronics.
Yeah, I'd get use out of it. Porn, YouTube. What do you mean?
Yeah, until Ben shuts it off from the rest of the Wi-Fi network. 'Cause-
Yeah, true. That's why my fucking laptop doesn't work right now.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Just out of spite, just to stop you from starting a YouTube career, he just doesn't let your...
Just to stop me jorking my pinges.
Yeah.
Can't stop the jork.
If y'all don't know, chat, there's this unfortunate oligarchy situation happening in Dolphin's house. Where essentially this man can just get his Wi-Fi limited, and we don't really know when he will and won't have internet. So it's just kind of a gamble at this point. So if you ever notice that Dolphin, like whenever I do solo videos, that's usually because Dolphin's internet was being held against him. And I didn't have anyone else to record with. Or I was just sick of Dolphin for the fucking day and wanted to get rid of him.
Yeah, because he keeps getting dumped on Rainbow, getting headshot.
Yeah,
and shit. I'm trying.
fucking-
Major L, kid. Uninstall.
I might.
Wow.
Chat's just lucky that Rainbow gets really good views. Chat, if you keep giving Rainbow good views, then I'll keep playing
It's just
Rainbow.
like me with GTA.
Yeah, GTA total has gotten like 5,000 views across our channel, so maybe even 20,000. I'm not sure actually. It's somewhere in between there. It's a large number. It's a very large number. Let's see. We're about to hit 500,000 views. That's pretty cool. We're about to hit. Let's see. We're gonna be hitting 1,000 subs this year, so that's gonna be cool. Let's see. One of our shorts just hit 125,000 views, so that was kind of cool. And also, I think it was 6,000 likes, so that one did really well. I wish that some more of those people okay, chat. We're about to have a serious fucking talk. Alright, chat? Why would you go through the effort to like my content, but you won't subscribe?
And not subscribe.
Do you
hate
know?
us? Like, what the hell,
Like,
man?
if even 10% of those 6,000 people just click the subscribe button, like that would have made my fucking year. I want you to realize this, chat. Every single one of you makes my year. Every time I get a new subscriber or a new like or a new view, I just get a little joy in my heart, cause I'm like, hey, someone actually likes me, right? So, sorry, that was a bad way to put it. What I meant to say was, you know what I meant, chat, right? But yeah, so like, it's free, guy, and you can unsubscribe at any time. Like, it's free. Like, I know that you're like, it's out of the way, I gotta scroll down here, but you're liking the video anyway. So it's like, and I have 200 comments on that one too. So it's like, even if those 200 comments, like, you're going through the effort to type a full comment, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just think that if you're going through the effort to like someone's content, you should also maybe subscribe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad or ungrateful that I got a lot of views on that short and a lot of subs, but I'm just saying that if you're gonna go through the effort to do that anyway, you might as well subscribe. And that's my take on it. Because I guarantee you, if you like the content that you just watched on shorts, you're gonna like the videos. Okay? Whether it be weed or whether it be gaming, we have both. You don't gotta watch, you can watch one or the other, okay? My content does not, like, it merges both.
We don't discriminate here.
Yeah. That's why I have two different things to watch on my channel, like most YouTubers do, because some people like gaming content and some people like real life content, right? So that's what and eventually we're even going to have reaction content. That's going to be on a separate channel though, okay? We're not doing that on the main channel, because then that's just too much stuff on the main channel. And eventually the gaming stuff is going on another channel too. Actually, we're probably just going to move the Stone Misadventures to another channel, if I'm being real, because we have more gaming videos than we do Stone Misadventure at this point. And what do we have, like 78 videos so far? Yeah, about 78. That's kind of crazy to think about.
Stupid? Where the hell is this thing? Am I dumb?
But yeah, chat. All right, we've gone on for too long. It's an hour and a half. That's a good podcast length. I'll see you later, chat. This was Dolphin. Tell me if you liked him as a guest. I'll bring him back on.
Everybody hates me.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm black.
Yeah, you fucking dirty monkey.
That's a crazy way to end it. Just like dirty monkey.